Bhargava. I head up product marketing at Niantic for Harry Potter Wizards Unite, and super excited to be here at Comic Con and to talk about the game.
So, what are some of the challenges when you're working with a great brand, Harry Potter, obviously coming off of Pokemon Go, but sometimes people hear that mobile game and they kind of roll their eyes, but you're like, wait a minute. What are some of the challenges when getting people to get past that when you say mobile game and actually see how deep and rich the game really is?
Yeah, I think that's a fabulous question. I mean, mobile games typically don't have the same level of cachet as like a console game or a book or a movie, and I think for us, the philosophy has always been how do we use games to get people outside, get them exploring, get them playing with other people, get them moving or exercising. So I think starting with that insight of using a game, but to play the game you have to physically move is something that hasn't really been seen before. So with as part of Niantic, we launched Ingress in 2012 and then Pokemon Go in 2016, which blew up and really changed our lives. And everyone played across the world, and we were just totally caught off guard. And now we just feel incredibly lucky to have this opportunity to work on the Harry Potter IP. So it is very challenging because Harry Potter fans hold the franchise very dearly in their hearts. Everyone has their own wizarding journey as part of experiencing the books and then seeing the movies. So it's very important for us as a collective unit, both at WB Games as well as Niantic, to ensure that when we position this game, when we write the narrative for it, when we have certain features, they truly feel authentic. They truly feel like a wizarding fan would think that this has the stamp of approval, right? So for us, that's definitely been challenging, and we've tried our best to, be true to the principles of the franchise and be true to the principle of what this type of game should look like. So yeah, we're super pumped to get this out, and hopefully fans are enjoying it.
Games tend to transcend, cultures and languages and kind of our worldwide demographic. Does that make your job easier or harder in this case?
There's so much noise out there, right? There's so many mobile games, probably hundreds of millions of mobile games, and I think it's definitely not that easy to stand out as a game. Now again, I think like if you look at majority of the games, many of which are amazing, they're almost always in with a stationary use case. You're either in a train, or you're playing on your couch or at your desk. And that is a certain category of games. I think for us, again, the principle has always been you have to move to play this game. And if you start with that insight, it becomes really interesting to think of what are the things that you could do. So with Ingress, we started with just a pretty bare bones map, and the mechanic was capture the flag, where these flags are art installations or historical markers or museums in your city. With Pokemon Go, the map was kind of populated with a bunch of cute creatures. So now you can catch Pokemon wherever you go, and there's a rationale for you to go to different places. So water type Pokemon only appear near water bodies like the oceanfront or bayfront or what have you. And so that becomes a different mechanic. And then with Harry Potter Wizards Unite, it's more of a role-playing game. So now you're truly assuming the role of a wizard, and my role is to protect the statute of secrecy for the wizarding world if I'm in this story, and also level up my skill tree. So you can choose a different profession in the game, and you kind of level up your profession, and you truly act like you're an Auror or a magizoologist or a professor. So it's a different mechanic, and it gives us the opportunity to try something new and unique. But at the same time, it allows us to do something which is different from a typical RPG game that might have a mobile context, where you're just sort of making your way through this world and trying to get to the next level. In this case, making your way through the world means walk along the ocean frontier, like go to the gas lamp. Like I live in San Francisco, so I have to play all across my city. So it's just such a different experience, and I think we all know the benefits of exercise, of being outside. I mean, it's great. Like the weather here is amazing.
Moving, or just moving in general.
Exactly. Yeah, get those endorphins going. So yeah, for us, like the peak game experience is on a day like today in San Diego, where it's like sunny, it's warm. You're in a park with a group of people, and you're just like leveling up your game, and you're getting all those benefits that you want.
When you're trying to explain the game or just promote it just in general, or just market it, because your job's in marketing, community plays a big role in that. One of the things I've noticed is that, and I don't even know what they're called now, because my friend called them, oh, you want green books to unlock that, and then all of a sudden that's what everyone's calling them, but I know they're not called green books. Is that fun for you to see? They'll be like, oh, don't call them green books, they're called this.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I forget what they're called too.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but sorry, I have no idea what you're talking about. But yeah, I mean, that's the beauty of it. I think in so many cases, the community comes up with their own concepts and ways of explaining things. So, this is not game related, but it's related to the overall game. The YouTube community that loves to build content for Harry Potter Wizards Unite. Because if you shorten Harry Potter Wizards Unite, it's HP Woo, so they call themselves WooTubers instead of YouTubers, and that's become a thing now. So I mean, and then there's so many things within the game that there's a lingo, there's a vocabulary of the community itself, and I mean, I think that's amazing. Ultimately, for these games to be successful, the community needs to be deliriously happy with what's happening in the game, and I think that's the reason why these community events for us are so important. For Pokemon Go, we have Pokemon Go Fest, where the community comes together in a city and they play the game. They get all these cool benefits at that location. We've just announced for Harry Potter Wizards Unite, we have our first ever fan festival where tens of thousands of fans can come together in this really cool park in Indianapolis during Labor Day weekend and get a bunch of content that they haven't seen out, in their kind of daily gameplay. So those types of opportunities where the community comes together is truly like when it feels as if it's Disneyland for this game. So yeah, community is like very, very important to us.
Last question: are there any plans to have my profile pic be viewable to my friends in game as of right now?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, we're seeing so many. So you can share your selfie or your
via social media or Facebook, whatever, but like in the app that you can.
Oh yeah, in the app, no. So there's several reasons why we don't enable that, but we encourage people to share their overall ministry ID or your selfie avatar. But yeah, that's the extent of it.
Is that something you'll eventually, like, you're looking into right now and maybe change in the future, or just?
That's a great question. I'm not sure. I think the team has been brainstorming literally hundreds of ideas with regards to what should come next. And it all starts with this fantasy of, well, we're all wizards. What would make our wizarding abilities better, or what would make our purpose to go out and play even more exciting or mysterious or what have you. So there's a lot of fun ideas that are being brainstormed. But I don't have the answer to that question.
When they say yes, you'll be sure to market it.
Of course, yeah, of course.